Warframe look a certain way. These are the different Ash Primes I have for this, but this is the Ash Prime, let's see here. This is the Ash Prime skin with the Ash helmet. Not the Ash Prime helmet, but the Ash helmet. I have the Noble. I have the Noble because, I don't know, it just looks better out in public. Unless you're wanting that, more, I'm about to whoop your butt type of feel. But, this is going to be part of my new series called Fashion Framing, practically where that you are just trying to make your Warframe look as close as the, or, fuck it, I'm not even going to try to make this a mini game. I'm actually going to just go ahead and stick with what I originally wanted for this. This is just to make your Warframe look a certain way that you want it to. Fashion framing is whenever you make your Warframe look good. It is not too hard. It's just a simple color palette tricks and some added on decorations. As you can see, I have TennoCon 2018 shoulders and chest plate on. That adds the more sleek feel to the rough texture if you look at it with the arms crossed. And the Dendra obsidian leg guards. Now these are not very important, of course you don't need them. Um, but I just find them not to really fit in otherwise with the alien type of look for this. This is supposed to look like an alien from Alien vs. Predators. As you can see, it has the dome head. It don't look too bad, actually. It looks relatively okay. And I believe that the gray color for the secondary does not look bad at all. It is actually very interesting. It's not meant for the attachments, whoops. But if I go any lighter in the relays, it starts to change the secondary color to whatever's around it, and I don't want it to be too white because then white privilege. I'm just kidding. I'm white, by the way. Don't make fun of me. Don't yell at me. Don't demonetize this video, I swear. I put it on the gray scale. That's like right, you know, below the black. Think about moving it to here, or actually, that looks better. So that way that now that you can see the teeth-looking texture that it has on the normal Ash helmet, and then you also have the Ash Prime body, which looks like it's an actual part of the Alien series. Very interesting. I added the, let's see the attachments. I added the Dendra Obsidian leg guards because they give that like really dark mist looking shade if you change their energy to black. I was going to change it to like something else to make it look like that I'm shining, but the little pegs will not clip into the legs of my character, so that's just sad. It won't let me do that. I did the front sigil as the conclave sigil. I just practically flipped it upside down and made it as wide and high as possible. Made the Y offset go all the way down so it's seeable past the chest area. I made the alpha all the way up and I made it black. Going to the back, it's not very noticeable, but I have the conclave sigil again, which looks like rib cages that are going to go underneath your arm and then come out through the front. Therefore, your frontal area looks like it has rib cages on it. Now, if you really did want to get so detailed to the point where this is bothering you, you would want to move this up slightly to where the rib cages will add up to be where the rib cages belong. But I made it go just a bit lower just so that way it matches up with the back and it gets hidden by the blades slightly. The blades are supposed to be just a nice touch. They're really not just like, weapons that are meant to be used. As you can see, I don't have any weapons equipped for this yet. I'm trying to find like the good I know that these would be good for that, but because that they're like small and concealed and they don't really show up with your character. But I would stick with throwing weapons if you're trying to do an alien build. For your primary weapon, I would go with something a bit smaller than usual. I would go with like a Tigris, double barrel shotgun, just shoot, then swap back to your throwing knives to make sure you do not lower your immersion. Um, but as I said, I even have the worm as well, WYRM. I don't have
Tenno,
worms,
a
but I
new
do have
alert
the
has
worm.
begun. It will be marked on
Uh,
navigation.
I added that headdress on it just because of the simple fact that it looks really nice with it, and also it kind of fits in with the whole Alien versus Predators type theme. It don't remind me of anything from the series, but I can pretend it's a floating face hugger, okay? Um, ooh, okay, and then my appearance. Well, what else that I also did here was that I went ahead and the different animation sets. Now, there were so many different ones that you could do for the Alien. None of the Equinox ones. I really cannot see the Alien doing any of the Equinox things except for that. But that's only if it's like up on top of like a rock trying to sniff for like where enemies are. Definitely not the Gara Noble animation set. Oh, that would just be great. Um, I could kind of see it doing this. Wouldn't be too bad. I don't. I can see it reaching for somebody like that. Um, I actually see it doing that. Like if it's been shot, it could do that. Nope. I just love how I just said no. I can see it kind of doing that if it's looking up at something. Mm, I'm in the middle with that one. Um, no. Kinda. Okay, that ain't too bad. Mm, kind of see it doing that if it's like just waiting at the end of a hall for somebody. As you all can see, it the way that I'm going at this is from like some type of like roleplay experience or whatever type perspective. Like let's say if you were roleplaying with some of your friends in Warframe for some odd reason, I don't know, because maybe you like roleplay and you and your friends met over Warframe, and you know you're just trying to do that. But I can kind of see doing that. But yeah, just the way that I kind of set this up was to be sort of like that. The Oberon Agile, I can see that. Yeah, 100% Octavia Noble set. We could use that one and it just like, yeah, I'm kidding. I swear if I ever see that on the I don't even want to know. Um, makes you look like you're kind of hanging from a roof if you were to use the Sindana I have. It kind of looks like a spiked tail. I'm gonna have to show that to you in just a second. But if you were to make that go up and like hang on like to like an iron bar because they did so well at making this game, make it look like it's hanging off like an iron bar, then have yourself like stand still like that. Nah. Yeah, I can see it doing the Zephyr agile set. I can kind of see that. I cannot see that. But yeah, as you can see, that is, in my opinion, what the aliens would look like in this game if they were from Alien vs. Predators. I use the Obsidian Azure Sindana because I only have the Prominence, the Naru, which actually, if you think about, no, um, that was my second option actually. This one right here, the Yomo Obsidian, Sidana or Sindana, Sindana. There we go. Definitely not the sorry Sindana. Um, I guess if you want like a butterfly xenomorph, go for it. Just do it your way. But if it comes down to it, I'm going to be using the Obsidian Azura one because it has that little spike at the very end that looks kind of like a scorpion stinger, but it has like two heads on it. Um, I actually started adding some detail into it. Like I started to add in like the different gray shaders, and as you can see, it looks more alien-like just by doing those two right there. I'm going to show you these colors. As you can see, it's this one, and oh, I just showed you that one. Whoops, and this one, which is right before the black. Which, like I said, I may have to. No, I'm not going to change that. This one actually kind of is supposed to have like a darker pitch because it's supposed to be near the buttocks of the character. So let's not change that because it, has a darker like grade scale down near the nether region. Let's see here. Let's keep those. But as I was saying, yeah, these are about it for the. Well, yeah, that's about it for the alien-looking style. I started messing around with my Cronin primes a lot. Here goes my secondary failure at it. The Cronin primes in just the normal positions, and yeah. But whenever your character takes them off and then uses them in combat, like use like the black energy, kind of like trails off and it looks like you're swinging for the enemy and it looks kind of natural. But if you really want it to look like your arms are made of blades, I would go with the white energy. So therefore, whenever you're slashing, it has like that pure white color across it. It has like that nice, like like how in some animated what's it called, shows that they have like that stuff that's like full on animated and then has like that nice like whenever they swing their swords it has like the flash across the screen before you see somebody get their head chopped off. Well, that's what I'm kind of talking about there. But if you really just want to balance, I would not go with that one, by the way. I would go over to here, and then that way you have a nice balanced gray slash white energy for that, and it is very very tolerable if on your eyes if you think about it. But I'm going to leave it at black so that way it looks more like you're just trying to slice away at the air, and it kind of leaves like little distortions in the air if you look at it. So that looks really nice, especially whenever you're in combat. You can see it better. Um, like I said, that I just went with the worm. I'm not too sure why I added the helmet on. It looks more like a face hugger with like a flat face on it. Like, you don't have to add this. I just added it for decoration. But as you can see, the worm, I can pretend it's a face hugger that had like its limbs cut off because you see like the little notches on its side. It's a face hugger that was made to levitate with a mask on. You could obviously make it look more like a face hugger by adding in, like these on the side to where it, kind of like looks like it's the arms that are reaching out for you. But it still floats, so it looks kind of weird. Uh, if you really want a tail that looks like a facehugger's tail, it's definitely that one. It looks the most, organic in nature. But if you're just trying to go for like a pitch black look, I would recommend going with this one. Just because I like the sharp, brisk tails that they have in this game. They look really nice. Um, Alright, let's see here. And, well, I have the obsidian skin currently attached to it, with just the normal skin. It's just full-on pitch black with a few gray spots on it. So I like the obsidian skin because it adds in that extra bit of, it makes it look kind of like it's the inside of the creature. Very interesting, actually. I just, wanted it to look the most realistic, and if I just put it on pitch black, it's just pitch black all around. But, I'm thinking about darkening it. Yeah, let's darken it, because if you look at it, now it looks like the black is moving across the gray instead of the gray moving across the black. And that really gives it a nice, gradient scale on it. So now that actually looks really nice. We have our attachments and everything else. I intended for this to be a 15-minute video today because all my 1-hour videos were kind of, you know, rushed, not really set up. And, well, that will just have to do it for today. And, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. This is, Mr. Drowsy, and I will see you next time.